In this tutorial video, we're going to be calculating percentages of given whole number amounts, and we'll be applying a written method. One of the key points to remember is that the word of means to multiply, okay, and from there we should be able to get these done. So let's just rename how this looks. So how this goes is 35%. So as a fraction, we need to rename it. So let's go with 35 over 100. Because as a fraction, that's what 35% is. And we're going to multiply by 720. The only thing with 720 is, if we're going to be multiplying, we need to convert that into a fraction. And a whole number as a fraction is over 1. So, next step is to carry this problem out. So 100 times 1 is 100, so that's the easy part. The more difficult part is 35 times 720. Okay, there's a number of ways I could do it. I am going to do it without a column method this time. I'm going to just chunk this up. So it's going to be 30 times 700. And that gives me 3 times 7 is 21. And just add these zeros, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 30 times 20. Okay, so that gives me 600. And I'm going to do 5 times 700. That gives me 0053. And 5 times 20, which gives me 100. And I'm just going to add these up, and we should get 0, 0, 12, 5, 2. So that's the answer. So I go 25,200. Okay, cool. And now I just carry out this equation here, which says 25,200 divided by 100. So I'm going to put in a decimal point in the 25,200, and the decimal point is here. It's going to be moved to the left 2 spaces because there are 2 zeros in the 100. So we're basically going to make 25,200, the face value of that, smaller. So 1, 2, so it goes here, and so the final answer is 252. So am I correct? Well, let's use a calculator to check. So again, 35 times 720, then we click the percent button, and then we click equals, and hopefully it will be 252. And it is, so we've done the right thing. Okay, let's have a look at number 2. And for number 2, what we have is 62%. So that's 62 over 100. Of means times 8 over 1. Because we have to convert the whole number into a fraction. And that's how we do it. We put it over 1. Okay, and now we have to do this. So it's denominator times denominator equals 100. And then 62 times 8. That should be pretty easy. Do it like this. So I'm going to go 8 times 2 is 16, 8 times 6 is 48, plus 1 is 49, so it's 496. And all I need to do is put a decimal point in and move the decimal point 2 places, because that's how many zeros there are in 100, and the decimal point has to go to the left. So I'm making 496 a little bit smaller in value. So 1, 2, and there we go. The answer to that one is 4.96, and that's the final answer. Let's check. So we bring in our calculator. 62 times 8% equals 4.96, and that's correct. Again, when you do this kind of work, show you're working, and this is what I mean by you're working. Oop, not that. This is what I mean by you're working. This. Okay, show all the steps that you took to arrive at your final answer. Okay, that's it for now.